choose environments that you wouldn't normally, and that actually bring you to the level of the version of you that you would love to be. Because no one manifests by sat on the couch. You have to do the identity work. That's why manifestation people say, oh, it doesn't work, or it hasn't worked, and I've done this, done that. But they haven't done the identity work. They haven't actually embodied the version of who it would be of them that actually owned the £1 million house, the designer cars, everything that you want, the business that just runs itself. It's never about working harder. We know that. There are millions and millions of people that work harder than anyone else, and they are some of the poorest people on the planet. So money doesn't come from you doing more hours. It actually comes when you're in more alignment and connected to your soul and who you truly are, and coming home to yourself. But let your soul see where it needs to go. And wherever you go, level up one level at least. Even if it's a hotel that you normally book at the same rate, you always look for the same price. Go up 20, 30%. Stretch yourself. When you show the universe that you're willing to put yourself in new environments, that is when the ideas, the creativity, or the money, the ways to receive that money, the ways to earn that money, the ways to suddenly embrace that extra wealth will come to you. But you have to take the bold steps first. Nobody's going to come knocking to the door. No one's going to go, there it is. But if you say to the universe, I'm willing to test this and I'm willing to try this, just watch what happens. Because then suddenly you'll get ideas. Suddenly, somebody might just speak to you and give you something that you hadn't even thought of before. And the biggest question I always get is, how's it going to happen? Joe, how's it going to happen? That's the first question that you need to let go of, because you don't know how, and you're not going to know how. And go back to how things have happened in your life before that have been pretty spectacular. You didn't know how. They didn't know how to climb mountains. They got on and tried, and they kept trying, and they didn't give up. So when people try new things, they don't need to know the how. They need to ask the questions out of, what is my first step? And then what's the next step? And you'll get those as you take those steps, not a moment before. Nor does the income come in before. It comes in as you need it, as you ask for it. So don't worry about the how. And most of us stay, I can say 98% of this planet will stay stuck because they don't know how, so they get so frightened and flustered. But in actual fact, that's the easiest one to let go of, is the how. Your question should be, why do I deserve this? And when do I deserve this? And why do I matter so much? Because you do. You're an extraordinary person. You've got all the possibilities of anyone else that you see that you desire from. When you see somebody with all of the wealth, all of the joy, all of everything that you ever wanted, it's a direct reflection to wake your soul up to say, look, that's all available for me. That is all available for me. When I start shifting the beliefs, that is when things started dramatically coming in for me. And they still do. And I still take myself and put myself in new environments, higher levels with the people. Who you spend your time with is who you become. So take a good look. Be brutally honest. Now, we can't always choose our families, but we can choose to be in different environments at some point of the day. Even if you've got, workspaces that, can feel negative, can feel downbeat, you can be the reason to change that by start showing them what is the positive, what is the better outcome, and not allowing them to influence your next choice. You're not stuck who you are today. You get to flip that in a microsecond. You don't have to be the version of you even now, because you're not. It's the past already. So this week, I'm going to invite you now to take more risks and to try something new for you that feels good. These places aren't going to make you feel any less. They're going to raise you up. And once you start giving your mind these pictures and this opportunity, your mind then goes, wow, how do we bring more of this? How do I give you the opportunity to have more? And suddenly you're just going to these places automatically because it's normal. So then you're looking for the next level And then the new people that brings into your life, the better, the bigger opportunities they bring with them.